In the previous video, we looked at how you make up different amounts of money. And in this quick video, we're going to learn how we add up different amounts of money and as we use it in problem solving. Now, I did write a note to your parents about we never mix up rands and cents in grade 2, but please remind them that we never mix rands and cents in grade 2. That's for next year's work. So when we do a plus sum, if my sum is 40 cents plus 25 cents. And I need to know what the answer of that is going to be. It's very important that when you do money, you always need to remember to write your cents and your rands if you're using rands. Otherwise, the teachers can't mark your work correct. So we're going to draw a picture. Now, you need to think carefully. And this time, you can use that cut out money that you've got. You can use it first to make sure before you draw your pictures. Now, you and I both know that we do not get a 40-cent coin. We get 50 and 20 and 10 cents. So we need to think about the quickest way of making up 40 cents. I can use 10 and 10 and 10 and 10, but that's not the quickest way of doing it. So I'm going to draw a 20-cent coin and another 20-cent coin. And together, the 20 and the 20 are going to give me 40 cents. But you can't forget about this 25 cents here. Again, we don't get 25 cents. You need to make it 20 cents plus 5 cents. You don't need to draw the actual coin to make it look identical. You can just draw a circle. So now we're going to count it up. 20, 40, 60, and 60 and 5 is 65 cents. Please remember to put your cents there, otherwise your answer is not going to be correct. I'm going to put a little block around here so that you can see it more clearly, like that. Now the same when we use notes and when we are adding up notes. If my sum says 17 rand plus 12 rand equals. Now remember, I'm talking about rand, so I'm using my capital R in the front here. We do not get 17 rand notes. We have a 10 rand note and we don't have a 7 rand note or coin, so we're going to have to make those up. So I'm going to draw. And I draw rectangles for notes so that I remember the difference, because we don't get a 10 rand coin. So this is a 10 rand note. Now the quickest way to make up 7 rand is a 5 rand coin and a 2 rand coin. So now it's important that you go back and you check that you've made 17. So 10 and 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. If you didn't know that 5 and 2 make 7, you could say 2 rand, 2 rand, 2 rand, and 1 rand. You could even draw 7 1 rand coins, but that's not the quickest way of doing this. Now, I still need a 12 rand over here. I can't use a 12 rand note, so I'm going to use a 10 rand because we know that in 12 is a 10, and I'm going to use a 2 rand coin, like that. So 10 plus 2 makes 12. Now all that's left for me to do is add this together, and I normally use the notes first. So 10 plus 10 gives me 20, keep 20 in your head. 20 plus 5 gives me 25, plus 2 is 27, plus the last 2 is 29. And I'm remembering to write my rand first. So my answer here is 17 rand plus 12 rand equals 29 rand. Okay. Now we're going to move on to problem solving, and just going to flip over the page. So if my problem solving sum says that mom buys sweets for 7 rand and chips for 3 R3, how much does she spend? When we're talking about money, the word spend over here is another word for altogether, because when you spend money, you've got to add together everything that you've bought to know how much money you need to pay, how much you're going to give over. So this spend over here is another way of saying altogether. So she bought sweets for R7, chips for R3. My open number sentence, you know this, it's always the sum without the answer. So my sweets were R7 and my chips were R3, and I don't know what the answer is yet. Now my calculation is easy, it's exactly what we just did before. I don't have a R7 coin, I need to make it. R5 coin and R2 coin, plus, I don't have a R3 coin. Look in your pack of money, you'll see there's no R3 there. I can go R1, R1, but I'm going to choose to do it more quickly, and I'm going to say R2 plus R1. So to double check, 5 and 2 is 7, 2 and 1 is 3. Now my closed number sentence, I'm going to add it all up. R7, remembering to write my rands, plus R3 equals 5 and 2 is 7, and 2 is 9, and 1 is 10. Equals R10. So how much did my mom spend altogether? My sentence is going to be, she spent, with it on the end, and now we write this in words, because it's our sentence, she spent R10. And you do exactly the same when you're working with cents. So now if you look in your pack of work that you were given, you will see that there are some straightforward adding sums with no problem solving with this, and then there are also some sums that do have problem solving. So this is the work that you need to do, and these 2 videos will show you exactly what you need to do for each day this week. I hope that you enjoy it, and I really hope to see you soon.